was a time when most little towns, you probably remember this if you grew up in a small town, they had their own soda bottling company.
Back in 1983, we visited a mom and pop bottler in Sauk City. Here's this week's Traveler Throwback Thursday.
Time was when most every small town in America had their own pop bottling factory, but the big conglomerates, the Cokes and the Pepsis and the 7-Up, seemed to take the fizz out of most of those factories. But here in Sauk City, it seems mom and pop are still hard at it.
The mom and pop of this pop shop are George and Thelma Kaler. They bought the CeeLo Bottling Company 15 years ago, and they've kept things pretty much the way they found them. Ernest Hassig, who retired a couple of years ago, still comes in once a week to help with the bottling, to help run the 1948 Dixie bottling machine. It's still clanking and hissing away, filling bottles with Sundrop soda this day. A pop as refreshing as a cup of coffee, by its own admission. The bottles march along like little obedient soldiers waiting to be sent on their way. George and Thelma hold the Sundrop franchise from Procter & Gamble, and they also bottle their own brands, the CeeLo brand of orange pop and strawberry and cream soda and black cherry. The flavors seem to go on forever. Flavors you can't get much nowadays. Flavors that keep George and Thelma in business.
We haven't had the older population die off on us that remember cream sodas and ginger ales and whatever. The newer generation, all they know now is Pepsi-Cola, Coca-Cola, and 7-Up. But I'm kind of up against a steel wall when the older population dies on me.
George's business seems to be bucking that Pepsi generation. CeeLo is Sauk County's last and only bottling company, one of the last small-time ones left in the country. They bottle once a week here. George is on the route the rest of the time filling orders. Thelma does the bookwork and helps son Sean load the truck. There is no other help, no plans to expand.
You've got more closer ties with your people that you're doing business with, more personal contact. If I was there, I would never see who my customers are or anything. This way, I see my own customers every day.
Somehow it's reassuring to know that George is out there every day. When things change so fast and companies come and go, it's reassuring to know that the old Dixie bottling machine still fills up those bottles of Sundrop, and the cases still get filled 4 bottles at a time, just like they've always been. Bigger, you see, isn't always better. Mark Kane, News 3, traveling in Sauk City.
What a nice man.
That was a great story. So you shot that in 1983, and that was sort of the end of the era, right?
Sure it was. I grew up in Little Chute, a small town in the Fox Valley, and we had the Little Chute Bottling Company, and it was great stuff. And it had the straw inside the bottle. So you opened it up and the straw popped up.
Don't you wish you still had some of those bottles today? Yeah, that was a great story.
Fun memories.